folks. Here we are again, episode 2 in this campaign, Dash for the Danube. Let's pick up where we left off. First of all, let's see what's going on here on the map. To the north, we got Davout. Where is he? There's his force right there. He's with Marmont. And he's currently in Germany, Belgium specifically. He's going to be moving into Germany in preparation for fighting against the Prussians in upcoming turns. I'm not at war with the Prussians. I'm currently at war with the Russians and the Austrians. I have to take those Austrians out quickly. To the south of Davout, we have Napoleon with a 19-unit army. And he's going to be crossing into Baden-Württemberg, coming into Bavaria, and hopefully into Vienna. Take them out. We also have to take Venice. I do have an army under Messina down here in the north of Italy. Charles of Austria has moved into the Papal States. He's currently occupying that with a pretty decent, strong army, although his units aren't the best. They're all ones, as you can see down here. He does have quite a bit of artillery, mostly lights and some heavy. Some cavalry as well supporting him. They look like grenadiers. Let's right-click it. Elite infantry. So his army isn't too bad. I think I could take him. He's only a 6-rated commander. I have 5 activations this turn, which is cool. It means I can move 5 armies, that sort of thing. All my ships are in ports. In the previous episode, I did take a loss to my navy down here. They were caught out of port in the Barbary Coast by this pretty sizable force of British ships. Kicked my butt. So they're currently along the coast of Spain in port. There's some British down here. Spain is still neutral. Ideally, I do want to take or create the Kingdom of Italy. There's a card for that. In fact, let's look at my cards. No real changes from the last turn, as you can see. Minor nation joins the Empire, might be useful. Imperial Guard, I might play this right now. I have 2 Imperial Guard units with Napoleon. This would convert one of the line units to a guard unit. The reason I haven't used this right away is I like to keep my line infantry units in large numbers because they're the ones going to be leading the attacks. They're going to be in the first waves. I don't like to use my guard too often. So it's not a card I rush into using. Minor nation troops in Italy, blah, blah. Nothing really is going to be useful. Maybe the forced march. I could get Napoleon into action, I think, this turn. I'll take a look at the map again, see how far away he is from Vienna. Kingdom of Spain might be useful in the future. We shall see. I've never used this card yet. French troops must occupy Madrid. All Spanish regions join the French Empire, and Spain cannot become independent again until liberated. That's something the British player, the AI, has to do. You will gain 2 allied units in Madrid. So that'll be somewhat useful, I think. Napoleon's Genius is a really good card. It allows him to play some special attacks during battles. We'll save that for a battle, of course, that he's involved in. France declares war. No need to use that at the moment. So that's the situation so far. Basically, we want to get Napoleon into action, taking out the Austrians as quickly as possible. So let's start off with Davout. Where is he? He's right here. Let's move him into Westphalia. Pick up these troops here. Let me see what... Well, let's just move them in there. I want him to go in there. And we currently have Bernadotte in there as well. Let's see. They just combined because I didn't right-click off of the area. But you know what? That's fine. So we'll keep Davout in Westphalia. And let's see. Maybe I'll play a card. I will. This will give Britain 2 political points. I don't like doing that. There's really no reason to take it, so it would give me victory points, but I'm in no rush. So let's leave that like it is, actually. I will use the old guard card, however, just to get that out of the mix. That will give me some extra chutzpah. This one unit right here will do for Napoleon's army, but like I said, I really don't need him, but Better late than never. Let's see, we do have forced march. Okay. One thing to note in Italy, I have to occupy Milan, Venice, the Papal States, and what is this now? Let me move him out of the way. Piedmont. I have to occupy them with French troops to be able to use that card and create the Kingdom of Italy. We shall do that, but not at the moment. I only have one general here. I don't want to break up his force because I do want to kind of trap Charles in the south. And if I could get into Venice, I will. In fact, that will be my next move, to take Venice. So hopefully he'll meander down here and keep himself occupied. And let's get to Napoleon. I believe I could move into Baden, and I will. And I'm going to play a forced march card on him. So double click it, select an army. I'm going to select Napoleon's army and click select army. And I'm going to allow me to move into Bavaria. Now his troops will be overrun, or they'll retreat, or they'll stand and fight like they will. So this is another minor battle. This isn't a major battle. There is a difference. I'm basically going to overrun this guy manually. So let's start off by throwing some troops forward. We'll try and overwhelm him as quickly as possible. Again, combined tactics, so ideally we want to put a cavalry here. Do I have mediums? I guess these are my mediums? No, they're lights. Where's my medium cav? Guess I don't really have any. I got some heavies. Oh, here they are. Dragoons. We are going to throw them in there. And I'm going to throw another heavy battery. I like to use my cannons. And then we'll throw up some infantry. And ideally cavalry would be good. I'll throw a light up there. I'm not too worried. And we'll start this battle this way. Well, actually, let me throw another up here. There. All right, battle card no. So let's go to the battle. Yes, I know, I'm a little bit under strength. I didn't fill in my full line. That's okay. Oh, I got initiative. So let's start off with the cannon. And pulverize his cavalry. He has initiative. He attacks my cavalry, or my artillery. I will attack his cavalry again. Nothing. And choose our medium cavalry. Wow, he's got some tough cavalry there. Wasn't expecting that. I'm going to have to throw my other cavalry at them. I could force these guys into square, but these two would be nice to do that with. And let's see what the situation. I'm going to go against this cavalry. How do you like that? Took all my attacks to go against his cavalry. They're Austrian light cavalry. Well, I'll tell you, they did a good job there. I'm not doing hardly anything here. There he goes. So that was that. Fight the next round. Let's gonna try and recover all these disordered units. The computer, that is. And I have initiative. Let's do this again. I finally disordered his cavalry, my god. Routed. Alright, now he's gonna lose some bonus there. I'm going to take my medium, or my light, these medium and other lights. We are going to force these guys in the square, ideally. Which they did. Of course, I became disordered for my efforts. That's fine. Eliminated. Great tactic. Let's do likewise against another unit of his infantry. For the best. Alright. Blast him. Eliminated. Very successful there. Disordered. Okay, pretty good so far. And they're going to retreat, so preparing for pursuit. I got a lot of cavalry. He's got nothing to cover his retreat, so all hits will go directly on him, if I score any. Directly on his units here. And probably this routed unit. Well, let's see. Let's click Initiate Pursuit. Enemy scored 0. I scored 3 hits. And, yeah, took out his routed unit. A couple of these guys. Wouldn't shock me if John was killed. He wasn't. Yes, he was. He was killed in the pursuit. That's good. That took care of him. Pretty desperate fight for the Austrians there. Not sure why they didn't try and retreat. Well, maybe they couldn't. I caught them. Alright, so that was that. So Bavaria's firmly in my hands. I lost a couple units, unfortunately. Let's see. Should have picked them up. These are German units. Bavarians specifically. German. Should be Bavarian. They're Germans, and if they are lost in battle, there is a chance that the diplomacy rating of Germany will drop. Let's take a look at the diplomacy. And Germany is currently at 3. See, it did actually drop. I think I remember in the last turn it was, at the beginning anyway, it was 4. So that did drop. Not in this turn, however. They took all those losses. It's a chance. And Davout moved. Let's see, I have any more generals? Again, you need to have generals in your armies to move them. And he moved. And that's that. We're going to go to another turn and see what the Allies do. Choose a card. I get one of 2 cards at the end of the turn. Minor nation joins empire. We know what that is. Bribe major nation. Bribe a major nation by handing over a minor nation currently in the French Empire. In other words, blue. This minor nation immediately changes ownership to the selected major nation. The diplomatic rating of the bribed nation increases by 4. That's a very useful card if you're not eager to go to war with an opposition. I'm going to select that card. 2 political points were used in Prussia. The British are consolidating their fleets, as expected. They certainly love to keep active at sea. Vienna has been vacated. I think he's combining with the Russians down here. Something going on. He's shifting troops around, you can see. There, new French turn, September, October 1805. Hopefully we'll get to a large, major battle here in a second. Vienna is not occupied. He thought more highly of Venice. I could engage him here. It's a pretty sizable army. First, I think I'm going to move Napoleon into Vienna. And there's no opposition. Probably trying to entice me. There's a small army of 2 there under Ferdinand. And the actual army, for some reason, is commanded by the lesser commander, Kutuzov. Mix of Russian and Austrian troops. Kind of lacking in artillery. Oh no, they got 2 batteries up here of Russian guns. Heavy and a light. There is horse artillery in this game as well. It's kind of like how skirmishers work. You play a card on an artillery unit, and it'll convert it to horse artillery. Basically, in battles, horse artillery, quite potent. They get to shoot twice. But they are lighter caliber guns. So that's pretty potent, pretty cool. Now, with Napoleon done, let's go up to Davout, who's watching the left flank. I don't see the British doing much with this political stuff. Maybe not playing those cards too soon is helping me. I don't need the troops, and I don't need the victory points at the moment. So I'm in no hurry to actually play these cards at the moment. Let me see. Bribing a nation is pretty cool. And let's look at the diplomacy ratings here again. I could play it with Prussia and boost it up 4 points. That would keep Prussia out of the conflict. But I don't see a value in that because I don't intend to take out Russia. So I'm going to need somebody to fight. So it's probably going to be the Prussians. So it doesn't bother me if they go to war with me. It all depends. If they go to war a little bit earlier and I have to take on Austria and Prussia, it might be an issue. I'm not sure. Like I said, I do have Davout watching the left of Napoleon's advance into Austria. So he will be able to keep them busy. That's the whole point of him being here. I wish I had another general back here. I don't like these troops being, well, they're not very useful, actually. They're not the best. But I am going to make an advance into Venice. Messina is going to move in, and he's going to see what he can do. This should be a large battle, a major battle. And I don't think we fought one yet. I have to deploy first, which is unusual because I have a higher rating commander. Boy, I really don't have much. I should have looked at my units first. Now, this is a little bit different than the minor battles. You can see they're broken up into 3 areas. Plus, there is this no man's land in between the sides. Basically, troops can advance from reserve into the center, for instance, and from the center into no man's land. Can't go any further than that. It depends on the location of the enemy, because he can also move into no man's land, and that's where he'll be. You win the battle if you vacate one of these areas, like the enemy's left here. If it's vacated of enemy units, he's forced to withdraw. He loses the battle, and pursuit will commence. So combined arms tactics works a little bit differently. The actual positioning of units isn't as important, but what is in each area is important, and that's how you get the combined arms bonus. If you have the 3 types of arms in each area, you'll get that maximum combined arms bonus. Doesn't matter the actual literal positioning of the units. So I'm going to be a little hard pressed here. I don't know where he's going to deploy. I'm going to put my heavy on the left. I'm going to put my light cannon in the center. I'm going to put some lesser troops. What are they? Italians. They're going to go on the right flank. I intend to hold the right flank. Hopefully, I won't have to face too much. I'm going to put my stronger troops over here. I'm also going to put my heavier cavalry in here. Now this will get the maximum combined arms bonus because I have all 3 arms in there. At least this is how I read that it works. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Pretty sure I got that right. I don't like to put all my troops in the front lines from the get-go. I like to see where he deploys. In this case, I will be focused on the left unless he deploys unpredictably for me. We'll see. Let's fight this next round. And he's pretty balanced, it looks. His right is actually pretty strong. Yeah. All right, well, we'll hold this at the moment. I could probably shuttle in some cavalry here or in the center. This will remain, but obviously he's going to meet strength with strength. Unfortunately, that's not the way I'd want to go. That's going to make this offensive here a little bit more difficult. What I would have preferred to have done is focus my main attack, my strength, either on the center or on the right where he's weakest, but I'm going to have to shift some troops to do that. I don't think I want to sit here with all my heavy stuff facing off against this. It depends. But I will engage him. I do have the initiative, so let's see what happens. Nothing. All right. You can engage the enemy with artillery up to 2 spaces here, which is cool. And you can't attack guys not in your column. So guys in the center can only attack enemy in the center area. It's not what I wanted. What I might do is pull out the cav. I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to pull out the cav into the reserve. Cavalry are able to move twice, or once if they follow up with an attack. As soon as they attack, they're done. So there was one move. He went into reserve. Now for a second move, I'm going to put him on... I'm going to put him in the center, actually, because I think I want to focus my attacks in the center. So now he's done. He's grayed out. So I abandoned this position, which is what I wanted to do. What I want to do is advance in the center. Let's pass an initiative and see what he does. All right, he's making a move on the right. So we're going to move up the cavalry. Now that was their first move, and now they can attack, which they will do. Yep, eliminated his cannon, his light guns. And we'll follow that up while they're still low in numbers here and fatigued at the moment. They're grayed out with my infantry. Not bad. So he had a failed attack there. He's following it up with some cavalry, which did nothing for him. Now, I did want to push in the center, which if I do now, he's going to bombard me to death. So I'm not going to do that. I usually proceed with cannon and then cavalry, and then follow up with the infantry and support. So at this point, I'm just going to pass. It's pretty fun. You see, there's a lot of little tactical nuances and things involved, a lot of thinking. And there's different ways to approach a battle, like if you want to focus in a wing or just sit back defensively. A lot of cool things go on. I like it. It's not an overwhelming battle, or game, I should say. And up here at the top, you'll note the activations for each side are shown. The side with the better commander has more activations. Now I got one more, and he's got one more. So that's it. One round is passed. And this is a major battle. Arcola. All right, here we go again. Fight the next round. Disordered units will try and rally from that condition by the computer. And let's see. I have initiative once again. We want to focus over here on the right. I need some guns. And I don't know if I want to pull my guns out of the line. This is a pretty hefty situation to be in. I disordered his artillery. I don't like how he's got all the arms in here, especially the artillery. So I'm going to keep my guns there. These cannons should probably be shifted, and I think I will do that. Oh, they're disordered. When you're disordered, you cannot move. It's also possible to move left and right from the battle line up here, as long as there's no enemy troops in front of you. Like, for instance, this infantry, I could shift over here. I won't be able to undo that, so I'm not going to do that. Actually, you know what? Just for fun of it, I am going to do it. Let's shift him over here. So you can do that. There is some shifting allowed. And I still have initiative. We are going to engage his cavalry. Eliminated. Ooh, that was good. Now he's really in trouble here. I'll follow that up with some infantry, which did nothing. He is getting a bit concerned. He's pulling troops from his reserve to fill his left. One more unit yet. Disordered for disordered. And that's that. Oh, not good. Eliminated. Not sure. I think I was going to focus my assault in the center or the right. I think I got distracted and forgot which one I was doing. Well, the center actually looks better since it has the combined arms. But I got one unit in reserve. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. I got some really good troops in here. I think I'm going to pull him out. Just to show you guys how it all works. Get a little risky here. And I have initiative again. Let's pass the initiative. See what he's going to do. Oh, here comes his assault on the left. I knew that would entice him forward. Pulling a guy out of the line. But I don't have much to follow up on. Did disorder his elite troops. And yes, he's following up. Some cavalry would be nice. From reserve, I do have these guys. I think they can shuttle over here and I'd get a second attack. But this is where I wanted to focus my attack. So I'm going to do that just to show you guys how it works. There's one. And as long as I have initiative, I don't. Well, darn it. All right, so we'll try and take out his cavalry. So I got disordered for that. And let's fire our guns. Nothing. Here it comes. So I'm doing a lot of risky moves here. I wouldn't normally be doing these things. Confusion to the enemy. The enemy leader, Archduke Charles, has been killed. We hope that his successor will even be less able, or at least equally unlucky. Well, that takes care of that. There goes his 6th commander. Now he's screwed. So he gets a generic commander to take over who's only a level 4, so that betters my circumstance here. As well, commanders also influence combat with ratings, the better your commander is. So, let's take a look at this battlefield now. I got 2 units in reserve, which I can shuttle forward. This isn't a big threat. He's got a disordered 1 and a 1 and a 1. It's a good place to focus an attack, but he does have units in reserve. He can shuttle forward and fill any breakthroughs up here. This also doesn't look too dangerous, but I probably should have another unit in here. Oops, I gotta fight the next round. It's recovering all the disrupted units, and it's only a chance. They don't automatically recover from disorder, but I will fill this in. All right, now this is pretty nasty in here. All right, let's see. I got to do something against his artillery. Just look at some of these modifiers. +2, that's a good attack against them. Against his elites, +3, another good attack. Attackers support. That's the combined arms modifier. Ideally, you force an enemy unit of infantry into square, follow up with some artillery, preferably artillery fire on that square, and it pretty much just wipes him out. I don't like his artillery here, but they're done for the turn. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to attack with my disrupted cavalry against his disrupted infantry. And force them into square. Fatigue me. He's pushing in the center. Now we're going to follow up with a nice close range cavalry or artillery attack, which is a +8. Routed. Now he's getting concerned. And we will try and take out his artillery. Not likely with a disordered unit. We're going to leave him fresh for the moment. And over here we'll use our artillery against his guns. Eliminated. That took away his cannon. Excellent. And we'll follow that up with an attack on here, this unit. Just did nothing. And here he comes with the cavalry. He didn't attack with them yet. And let's see, we'll go against this unit. They don't always successfully form squares. Sometimes they fail to do so. And I'll probably suffer some loss from that as well. Now we're going to fire on that square. Eliminated. So that worked. And let's see, I got 3 activations left. I could use my reserve if need be, but I think I'm going to attack here. I'll take out those guns, which I failed to do. All right, we'll pass the initiative. And he's got 3 more activations. I only got 1. If I pass, I'll lose it. My ability to move the reserve. I'm not worried here. I'm not too worried here. I think I'll keep him in reserve. We'll take the chance. So my guys didn't form square there. They didn't suffer anything major either. Neither did his cavalry. All right, so that's that. Ready to fight the next round. Rallying from disorder. Okay, I have initiative, as expected. Let's start over on the left again. I wasn't going to focus my assault over here. Actually, I'm not, really. I'm just strong defense, because I know he's attacking strong here. So let's go against his guns. disordered, their attack will be penalized. He's not doing well on my right. Cavalry are good against artillery. -3 against his cavalry. -6. So, the choice here would be to use the cavalry against his infantry, get him to form square, and then concentrate on those infantry. He'll probably move this up to replace him, so it's not a major loss for him. He's got a reserve of 1. I could attack his artillery and try and take out the guns in that. It's a powerful attack, to say the least. But if I take out his guns, it'll definitely affect his combined arms. I don't think I'll do so well against his cavalry. We're pretty much equally matched, except I am disordered, and he's got a... it's pretty much, we're both supported equally. So I'm going to attack his guns. Nope, didn't do a thing. I'm disordered. Alright, let's come back over here and use our guns. Keep him confused and occupied in the center, so he doesn't just keep focusing over here. We'll do likewise here. We'll see if we can get a square out of it. And they didn't form square, and they were routed. So that was an effective cavalry attack. And right here. Excellent. This left wing is about to collapse, and I do have a unit in reserve. And too bad I don't have cavalry, because you see, if you had cavalry, because they can do 2 actions, one to go in from reserve to the right wing, and the second to attack. Boom. You take this guy out, hopefully. But I don't have any cavalry in reserve, and nothing to shift to that sector. I couldn't anyway from here because it's occupied by enemy. Same thing here. So that could be done anyway. But I'm most likely going to take these infantry and pile them in. He's going to fill that with probably this unit. And let's do some attacking here. Let's look at the poor attack. Average attack. Average attack. I want to take out his guns. They're disordered. And we'll do it. Nothing, as expected. And we'll do it also over here. And from our... Oop, wrong target. I wanted to shoot him. Well, that was good. No regrets. He's got 4 activations, 3 activations. We're holding firm. He's going to be in trouble. Well, he's retreating from the battlefield. I don't have much to pursue with. If your cavalry are disordered, or eliminated, obviously, or routed, they're not going to be able to pursue or protect your retreat, so they don't go on this line. Basically, these cavalry here, which are lights, I believe, he's got his heavy cav to cover his retreat. So, the odds don't really favor me to pursue him, but they don't really favor him too much either. I mean, we'll see who loses some stuff here. We'll initiate the pursuit. Nobody did anything, so okay. Unit's combat rating went up. That's good. So here's his losses. Pretty big losses. I only lost 1 French unit. No, wait a minute. That's that would be the Italians, I believe. My allies. They're light blue. So I didn't really lose much, but he took a beating. Lost a lot of his guns. All right, so that was a good battle. That was a major battle, and shows you, gives you an idea of how it works. And let's see, we'll go through these cards here. And it's still my turn. All right, let's finish this. Well, actually, before I do that, since I'm about to wrap up this episode, pretty happy with where we're positioned at the moment. I would like to get another commander up into the action. Davout in particular has some commanders with him. And Napoleon has quite a few. Who is this? So he would be good to detach and kind of help out in the attacks here. Massena here is good. And this is a commanderless force because their general was killed. That's a good position to be in. I am going to have to square off against the Russians and Austrians over here in Hungary. They have to take these regions before. I think they have a turn to go before I automatically win. I have to hold on to it for a turn. Okay, and with that, I think we're going to end this episode. That was a good battle. I enjoyed that. So you guys got a chance to see the major battle, as well as the minor battle. So far, we're in a good position, and we will go to the next turn. In fact, let's do that now. We're going to go... Let me see, I get any additional cards? Heavy cav. You may convert one of your French light cav units to heavy cav, which is useful. Light cav are good in pursuits. Medium cav are the best. They can go either way. Alright, so I think we're going to end this. Go to the next turn. Let's see what they do. I think they're probably going to attack, which they do. I don't want to play out this battle just yet, so I think... we're going to defend the region. For sure, because Napoleon's in command. Kutuzov. This will be a good battle, actually. Alright, and there we go. And there we go, folks. This is the Battle of Essling. We're going to save this for the next episode. In fact, this battle will be the next episode, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed. Folks, leave me some comments if you enjoy this. And any advice on tactics and strategy, feel free to leave them. I'm always open to options. I always enjoy that, see how other people play the game. I'm absolutely loving this game. And we'll continue with this campaign next week, or in the next episode anyway. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, friends, hang in there as always. Things are only going to get better. Take care, my friends.